Yes, please.
Salat Usta has been discussed at length by various commentators of the Quran and various jurisprudence schools, the imams of various schools of jurisprudence. Some people say literally means the namaz-e-asr. That is Salat Usta because there are two prayers before Asr and two after it. And Asr is the prayer which has been mentioned as Salat Usta, and you should be careful particularly to perform that prayer. But there are other commentators, and we tend to agree with them more, who say that Salat Usta means the one which occurs during your activities when they reach the climax. When you are engrossed in your job, when you are engaged in your pursuits, whether they are your work or they are your hobbies. For example, a cricket test is going on nowadays between West Indies and England, and there are such mad fans of cricket that when they are observing the cricket, they forget everything else. So any prayer which comes during such enhanced activities, that prayer is likely to be lost. So Salatul Usta means right in the middle of your activities, right in the middle of your personal pursuits, whichever prayer happens to be there, that is the prayer to be watched. If you don't that prayer go waste, then you are safe because the rest of the prayers will be easier for you to perform. So such prayers can happen at the end of the day as well as at the beginning of the day. Any time. Time of the day is irrelevant when you translate this like this. And Hazrat Rasul Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has himself opined on this subject, not with reference to the word Salat al-Usta, but generally speaking he has mentioned this, and from that I infer that this meaning of Salat al-Usta is correct. Because Ahmad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says that Allah is very happy, exceptionally happy with such a person who has spent a tiring day, and it is difficult for the whole lot of the people who have shared that tiring day of labor, team labor with him. The rest of the people, they go to sleep. It's too much for them to stand in prayer before Allah. But there is one person who stands and performs the prayer, paying full attention to what he is saying, and also he enjoys that prayer. He says that is the person who is the recipient of very special love from Allah. Now, that was Ahmad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's style of saying things when he did not mention the name of such a person. And that person was exceptionally loved by Allah. It was always he himself. This was modesty, that he wouldn't mention the name of such a person, and he would tell that Allah has told me that such a such person is highly loved by Allah. It is always he himself who is being mentioned without naming. So that shows that it must have occurred someday. Actually, it must have happened that during some jihad or some other period of very high fatigue and labor, all the Sahaba may have gone to sleep, and only Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam would have risen for praying before Allah. And history bears me out that this happened not only once, but more than once. So that is Salat al-Usta, according to my concept of Salat al-Usta. That salat which is very difficult and heavy. if you pay attention to that salat, then you are the one whom Allah chooses for His special love and attention. Yes, please.